A full audio recording of Bradley Manning telling a military court why he gave classified data to WikiLeaks has itself been leaked despite a court ban. Manning is heard accusing the US Army of not valuing human life in Iraq and comparing troops to children torturing ants with a magnifying glass. More on this now from RT's Tom Barton. Tom, he did use very strong words, didn't he, Manning, when describing the material he gave to WikiLeaks. What exactly did he say?
Hi there, Andy. Yeah, he did. He used emotive language, especially as he worked through this over an hour of audio of his statement to the court, describing his feelings. We've taken a couple of edited excerpts of that. One of them concerns this video from the cockpit of an Apache attack helicopter over Iraq. The two pilots very eager to engage a group of what turned out to be civilians on the ground, killing 12 of them, including 2 Reuters journalists. A van then comes to try and help those shot in the first burst of firing, and the helicopter then engages that van as well. Let's have a listen to what he said about that.
The most alarming aspect of the video to me, however, was the seemingly delightful bloodlust the air weapons they appeared to have. They dehumanized the individuals they were engaging and seemed to not value human life by referring to them as, quote, dead bastards, unquote, and congratulating each other on the ability to kill in large numbers. For me, this seems similar to a child torturing ants with a magnifying glass.
Bradley Manning was shocked by what he saw in that video. In 2010, he took the decision to upload hundreds of thousands of documents onto the internet that were then released by WikiLeaks.
Now, what he said isn't new, is it, in the respect that there was a full transcript when he said it in court, but this is the first time we've heard him say it. Why is that? How has this happened? And what difference do you think that might make to the case, if any?
Yes, there's been really strict reporting restrictions and great secrecy surrounding this trial. No video, no audio, no photos, and no transcript as well allowed out of that court, although one transcript has already been released from that in contravention of that reporting ban, followed by this audio released by the Freedom of Press Foundation about the statement he gave a couple of weeks ago. I think for many people it will be the first time they will have heard Bradley Manning's voice, and they'll hear a little bit of the man behind all of this controversy, perhaps help to make up their mind about him a bit.
And I mean, it is interesting, isn't it, to hear the man's voice himself. What have you learned, do you think, or what will journalists learn or people learn when they hear him? Will they be surprised to how he sounds?
I think, as an individual, the quality of the recording isn't great, but you can hear the way he comes across. I mean, he's reading a statement most of the time, but he's not maybe this stereotype you'd think of a booming sergeant coming in and railing against the system. He seems like a thoughtful, slightly more gentle character.
He's a man, isn't he, accused of endangering US forces by his leaks. He does face grave charges, but how does he explain his actions? Yeah,
there is two sides to this. Many people in the US do not take very kindly to what he's did and, quite frankly, consider him a traitor. As for him, he has said that when seeing videos like we saw and seeing many other things like the covering up of human rights abuses and civilian casualties, he really started to question what the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq were all about. And that helped to push him to this decision. He tried official whistleblowing through the army. He was rebuffed, he says, and then he decided to go and leak this information, as he explains.
The detailed analysis of the data over a long period of time by different sectors of society might cause society to reevaluate the need or even the desire to engage in counterterrorism and counterinsurgency operations.
So it should just be said, as far as his trial goes at the moment, he has 22 charges against him. He's pleaded guilty to 10 of those, not guilty to the others. Some of those others include more serious charges, such as aiding the enemy. If he is convicted, Bradley Manning could face up to 20 years in prison.
OK, thank you, Tom. That's RT's Tom Barton. And just to remind you, the full recording of Manning's statement is available on our website at rt.com.